today we saw that ratio tables are like magic number machines. If you put one number in, another one's going to come out. If we look at this ratio table here, we have our two categories. We have our packages, and then each package is going to be a price. We learned that our first step is that we have to find the rule, which is all a rule is what we're multiplying this number by to get to our price. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the information they gave us. So here, I have one package is $3. And now I'm going to go over here and I see two packages are $6. What I'm noticing is that I'm multiplying 3 each time. So this would be times 3 to get $3. This would be times 3 to get $3. I'm going to double check my last one here. 8 times 3 equals 24, so the rule's right. So I'm going to mark my rule right down here so I know. Now sometimes we have ratio tables that look like this. They may give me a 4 here, and I have to figure out the price. All I have to do here is keep up with my rule. My rule I saw was times 3, so here I would do 4 times 3 equals $12. So if I wanted to buy 4 packages, it would cost me $12. Now, what they might do sometimes is they might throw you something like this, where they'll give me a price and I figure out how many packages there are. What I'll do here is I can make my equation to help me solve it. I know that a multiplication is a factor times a factor, and that will give me a product. So factor, factor, product. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in the different parts of my equation. One of my factors is going to be my rule. So I'm going to put my 3 here, because I know that my rule is times 3. I know here, this column is going to be the product of my rule. And the product I'm looking for is 15. So I'm going to put 15 for my product. Now what I have to figure out is something times 3 is going to equal 15. We know that this times this is going to equal this. And one of the strategies we learned is loops and groups. We can do the loops and groups and just work backwards. Loops and groups told us that one factor was going to be our groups, and the other factor is going to be how many we put in each group. I have one of my factors, so I'm going to use 3 as my group, since that's my known factor. So I'm going to draw 1 group, 2 groups, 3 groups. Now, I'm going to take this 15 and share it between the 3 groups. Most important part of multiplication is that we have to make sure that when we're making these groups, they're equal groups. Everyone gets the same amount. No one gets more than the other. So what I'm going to do to make sure is I'm going to give 1 to each of them until I reach my 15. And I'm going to stop when I get to 15. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and I'm going to stop because I put 15 dots in my 3 groups. Now to figure out my factor, I'm going to count how many I put in one of my groups. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 3 groups and I have 5 in each, so I have 5 packages equals $15.